This episode is powered by Audio Technica. All quality, all passion, always listening.
This person beside me, he actually saved my life 2 Hari Raya ago. Because all barbershop when they are closed, I cannot look handsome for Hari Raya. Welcome back to Passionfruit Podcast SG. I'm Hakim.
Yeah, I'm Safe.
I'm Helmi.
I'm Avi.
I'm Gordon.
And you can see today we're at a very beautiful place. Yep. Very big waiting room.
This is our new office.
New studio.
Yes, new studio. Where the camera?
This is our new studio. Sorry, okay. This is our new studio. Quite nice.
And actually we're at the best barbershop in Singapore.
That's right.
According to me lah.
Yeah.
He has to say it right. Agree, lah.
Yeah, he has to say it right.
You got nothing on this.
GG. Yeah. So, tell you more about this place and this person beside me. He actually saved my life 2 Hari Raya ago. Because all barbershop when they are closed, I cannot look handsome for Hari Raya. So I checked. Which one open until 11 or 12 a.m. Then I see, Bespoke Barbers and Co. Okay, I go lah. I book, I go. Then I come 10 p.m. Guess what they wearing? Yes, bro. Where do you find those kind of barbershop? I tell you, cannot find one. Only here, Bespoke Barbers and Co. There, see over here. Yeah, Bespoke Barbers and Co. Yeah, so that's all I have to say lah. Later we ask you more questions. So today we have the very special barber and businessman and watch enthusiast, weight loss expert.
Muhammad Noor, guys.
I'm the clap. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So sorry, it's quite long since we did a video podcast. Yeah. So welcome to our podcast.
Hi, thank you for inviting me and having me to your podcast.
Thank you so much.
I'm Noor Muhammad here, 33 years old.
Hey.
Just a normal barber. Business owner. Whatever he's mentioned is a bit exaggerating, as I would say. He's trying to beautify the content. Okay. Yep. So I'll leave it to them, then we'll get to know each other more along the way.
That's right. Okay, so I know this is not your first place, right? This is not the first location of your shop. Before this, you were at somewhere else, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So
tell us your humble beginnings of Bespoke Barbers and Co.
So basically, I started about 3+ years ago. So I started off learning basic barbering from Kimage hairdresser lah. So it's more of a salon. Yep. So I started off from there. Then I went on to Ghostmack Barbers. Then after that, I had a short stint at Barber Padu. So I went through few courses as well, paid courses lah. So that is the only way I know that I can learn faster. Because when you pay, you have to push more. Right? You have to make every cent count.
You know, waste money.
Yeah, correct. So
just like university.
So then I had few mentors along the way. So I bought 4 or 5. So when they told me I was ready, so then I started the shop. So this shop started in 2021 March. So prior to that, I had we planned for this 1.5 years before the shop opened. So I approached my father. I asked him lah. I say, how's my idea lah? But after that, we said that if we don't have any differentiation, we wouldn't want to start at all. But the thing is that none of us had any business experience in opening up a barbershop.
Okay.
So this is a first business experience for me.
First business.
First and
only.
I
haven't yet lah. Hakim around. It can be. So that was it started in March 2021.
That's very recent.
Yeah, very recent, last year.
1.5 years.
Last year ke? Bukan 2020 ke?
But from another
2021.
21 Beach Barber Shop.
YouTube video can recheck back and see what you say.
Okay, what inspired you to start your own barbershop?
What inspired me is actually from how I see it is I want to express my ideas through the services that I offer. You see, so for me it's not all about a business owner. Some of them would look at it as they want to make money, which is of course we need to, right? But for me it's more of delivering the services first, the ideas that we have. Because if we are able to do that, then everything else will fall in place. Then the essence of the business and everything else is correct. This is from my point of view lah.
Right. But then your shop is the first place that I had a massage.
Okay.
Barbershop. I go other barbershop, all cut, chop. Okay, thank you bro, bye. This one,
You got asked or not?
This one, the additional special.
But I mean, for your sake, okay lah, maybe this one special case lah.
this one some more, I come in, wear baju kurung, serve water, give warm towel.
Duit raya no.
Duit raya go. He gave us suddenly before he left, right? He was like, hey, thank you for everything, selamat raya. Then he's like, hey, we get.
I think early this year, during puasa, he invited me to buka with him.
Oh, nice.
Solid lah. No additional charges.
No additional charges, but bring your own food. I don't know what you're doing.
Then after buka got massage.
No, after buka session. Session before buka. So he got massage, he got confused already, don't know where to buka. He got confused, alamak, where? Okay, here.
Nice.
It was the night where we went to Kandahar Street to record.
Serious?
That's why our video boom.
Because of that's why he managed to perform, right? Overall, quite, I'm not sure how
After the record, gives you confidence.
Really lah.
So what the question was again?
I starting to linking the question.
Okay, well,
I think
professional.
Of course. I'm not mic all the way, salah sia. Because I think those things are what set you guys apart from other barbershop lah. How about you? What do you personally think?
So what I actually think is that Singapore is a very fast-paced country, right? Then everything is so fast-paced in terms of whatever we do. So then I realized that men lack pampering session. Pampering, right? We lacking of that. Women, they can do this, they can cut their hair at shop A. They go for a massage at shop B. They go for the facial at shop C. Right? That's their whole day, Men can't be bothered. You want to get things done at a place, after this I want to do something else. Right?
3-4-1
makes sense, right? So
That's why only men got the 3-in-1 shampoo.
Conditioner, shampoo, then they in the toilet 1 hour. We toilet 10 minutes. Right, so that's the difference, right? So that was where I saw the opportunity. So that is where I picked up facial. So even our wash comes with acupressure head massage. So during the facial also comes with acupressure face massage. So all of these learned through courses.
The acupressure not the acupuncture.
I'm not acupuncture.
Different guys.
That one if I do, I don't know what might happen.
The hair all fall.
The face might be disfigured. So what we want is just a one stop lah. So that's why we have our slogan, the home of men's grooming. Right. So slowly we bringing services in, because if we bring too much, men cannot grasp. Right? Banyak ni. Right? So many things. So we take one at a time. So for now, men are slowly getting into it and understand. Right? So why we serve drinks is because we want them, let's say hot day and stuff, cold towel, then you walk all the way here. So we want them to change the perception, like, wow, shag man, hot. But when they come in here, it's like, okay, this is an experience.
Right.
Right.
They expect good
Right.
things.
So this is a pampering experience for them. Okay, relax. We want them to stop. We want to stop time for a moment to let them relax.
Right.
Okay, relax, take a breather. Okay, let's come for a haircut. Right. So a haircut is a haircut. Everyone offers a haircut. But what we want to offer is, or what we are selling as a whole, is a service. Instead, an experience.
Right, yes.
An experience, right? So therefore, we are offering this as a part of the value. Then they will see like, oh, okay, there's something different that sets us apart. Then we use essence of essential oils. Why? Because there's so many benefits from it, right? So that is different. Then why short massages? Of course, we are not a massage parlor, right? But why short massages? Because we target certain pointers to release certain tension. Just like, okay, I feel good. Okay,
Release serotonin.
I really feel good.
So then after that, although it's a short while, but it triggers that, oh, okay, alright, I'm good to go. Then they feel that, okay, this has something to offer as compared to others. I wouldn't say everyone is good, but everyone has their own plan or their own business strategy. So this is what that we have got to offer on our end. So you want, and also like he say, we offer to breakfast together, is because what we want to achieve here is not a transactional relationship. We want a client barber relationship that should not exist to a certain level, because why? We want to exchange them into friends. That is where the value comes in, you see.
Bespoke community.
Then there's a relationship. Then I can address you as Hakim. How was your trip to Korea? Right, rather than what was the card again? Right, it's just coming like Hakim as per normal, as per normal. Then after that we discuss about what what is interesting. Right. How are you today, bro? Right, how are you today makes a difference to people's life. It's like the whole day I'm being so stressed up, but now suddenly someone is asking me, how are you?
Yes.
You see, that is the differentiation factor. It's a little bit, but it goes a long way.
Correct.
Right, like suddenly everything screws up, from your boss scolding you, suddenly your friend. That day happened, right? What the hell, man?
996 business.
Hakim scold, Gordon, different kind of thing, right? Every day,
Since secondary school.
Then suddenly like, hey bro, how are you today, man? Or things like, suddenly the person come in looking very lethargic and stuff. You're just asking, hey bro, you okay? You need a breather and things like that. Because what? We are concerned. Then that sets us different, you see. Because why? We want human touch. It's not a transactional touch. Everywhere can give you a good haircut.
Also, your colleague Zul Raziz gave me good advice. Always say, Hakim, this one air tak minum
You never drink
rambut
water.
tak bagus.
Correct. So that's why we call ourselves grooming consultants. Right? Of course, we are still barbers. Why we want to call ourselves grooming consultant is because we are able to have information to be able to educate everyone. Right? Educate. We need to know. Let's say for hair, right? There is always step 1, step 2, step 3. Right? If you go to a clinic, it's always straight away the highest step already. But for us, first point of contact we address first, because not everything is a problem. It's just that it's your lifestyle. Okay, you drink more water. This is dry. You will see difference. Sometimes you see people face a lot of breakout and stuff. Sometimes water does the trick. Right, drink enough water, hydrate yourself.
The typical Asian mother advice.
So that is my colleague's strength. So he has a mother figure in me. So he never drink water.
Either that or you always take wudu, is it? That's why your skin so good.
Ablution.
That one your version. Because I never heard you say that before.
Actually, you know what I feel?
Yeah.
I feel that Bespoke, right? But after hearing everything, right? That the Hai Di Lao of like barber shops.
Hai Di Lao.
Right? See all the hot pots. There's so many hot pots in Singapore, right?
Correct.
Hai Di Lao so popular. You know why? The services.
Can you do something about that perm?
But lucky it suits him.
Nah, kidding. So I give you an idea. Like hot pot here. Wow. Every all come
No, the problem is not that, bro, because got kids here.
Oh shit.
I'm scared of
Then don't bring the kids. If they bring kids, got additional fee. Like place, if your kids shouting, then must be.
Yeah, correct. I saw.
There's another level up there, right? I lock them up there.
Play corner.
Yeah, play corner.
Yeah.
Prisons, bro.
Or you buy the downstairs, you make playground.
Find the downstairs. I think you provide me with the finance. Then I find the downstairs. Take care of the children for you. Makes sense.
You can't be nanny, man.
Actually, speaking of like, you know, how haircuts, like you've been through a lot of customers, right? Have you ever, like back to haircuts, have you ever had a customer who like asked like the weirdest haircut ever?
The weirdest haircut.
What's the weirdest haircut?
So far, because here in Bespoke Barbers, right? Because the name, so weirdest haircut don't really exist.
So more or less do with what they
Correct,
ask.
because they really know. Then the client that we attract, our clientele are basically more professional, so they won't ask out of the norm.
It's like a bit more like classic style kind of.
Then it's more prim and proper, rather than suddenly I want weird, I want this kind mohawk. No, it don't exist.
I want three lines.
I can never see it here.
Mohawk with braids.
We break ram.
Actually, so far, out of all the haircuts you've done, do you have your own like favorite haircut, a go-to haircut for you?
Okay, go-to haircut for me, not really, because why? Go-to becomes like boring. So I treat every haircut as equal level of hardness. So it always intrigues me, like okay, this is challenging. You can have a side parting haircut, you also can, but both of your hair growth are different, right? The shape is different, right? So it's equally challenging, right?
I see.
It can never be the same. So can people say, this one easy, that one? No, for me everything is challenging. So and when you treat everything challenging, you put in more passion. More care, right? You want the result to be at the utmost peak. So you like, okay, I'm putting more attention to it. So if I have this is my go-to, get it done, you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
That shouldn't be the case.
Like all the barbershop, the normal barbershop out there.
Sleep Avenue.
I need to make that out.
They have a different business strategy. They still offer decent haircuts, but their strategy is different. So this one is also mainly for myself, so I can humble myself down also. Then keep the passion burning. If I don't do that, then it becomes like a chore. Every day is the same thing. Okay, repeat, rinse, repeat. I want to make my day to day very interesting.
Have you ever given advice to any customer, but then they like, but you know, my mother said my hair like this better. Then you're like, no sir, but like this also better. Have you ever had that kind of customer? Like, listen to me lah.
For us, we still need to be professional in a sense. So we will still advise them. We still give them proper advice. We still tell them what suits them best, right? But if in any case whereby they want that look, we still give it to them. At the end of the day, they are the clients.
Right.
They have their own taste. You see? So we need to deliver that instead. Sometimes because you deliver that, they become your client. But if you give to only what your advice is, then they say, this fella's not listening to me. Right? So it have to be both ways.
Right.
Because I believe even so, let's say for example, a client comes in like, hey bro, you're the boss, man, you decide for me. This is the thing. We humans, right? Let's say you eat nasi lemak A, he say nasi lemak B nicer, but you say no, A nicer. So end of the day, all of us have our own taste, right? Right. That even that person who comes in who say just do whatever, he has his own interpretation of how it should be, more or less.
Right.
Right. So that's why I always believe that okay, I can advise you, but still give me a rough idea of what you're looking for.
So if let's say I will to come to your barbershop, for me, because I have a sensitive scalp, then I always have dandruff, and I don't know how to take care of my scalp. Do you have any like advice to give me, as a consultant?
Because for us, we address scalp issues from sensitive scalp, oily scalp, dandruffs, hair loss. What we have knowledge to be able to advise. So for example, sensitive scalp. So sensitive scalp mainly is because sometimes when you use hair products which is too strong, shampoo, sometimes it's because of hormones. So it depends. But roughly when we see, okay, then suddenly when we look at your hair, it's very red and stuff. They call it like micro-inflammation. It's not too serious, but it's sensitive, so it can be stingy, itchy,
Correct,
redness, this kind of thing, right? So when we already analyze that during our consultation, then after that we will avoid certain things like having too much essential oil, this hair product, that hair product. We roughly know. That's why when the hair product, for example, like the matte clay products that we use, we choose to be more organic. So it's less harsh on the scalp.
Okay.
So even when we introduce shampoo to client, we look for something. So, for example, on our end is dermatologist certified. So that means it's not harsh on the skin.
I see.
Then from there we can let client know lah, like okay, what you should do. You should avoid this shampoo. You should avoid this. You should avoid that. And then probably your diet. Then again enough water. Of course, diet, because like I say, because hormonal changes, things like that, right? So sometimes diet can affect all of this. Then your mood, your stress level, a lot of factors, bro. Because everything is linked. So that's why all is looks as a whole. This is the thing that after a while I learn and I would like to advocate to clients, so they are well aware. So like for example, dandruff. Why? So basically we have fungus living. Then after that, weather is hot, humidity wise, then the fungus will eat on the oil and stuff. These are the things that clients should be aware of, right? So when they know, right, then they feel that, oh, I'm being educated. All along I didn't know that this is it, man. You see, it's not difficult, bro. What you need to do is learn the proper knowledge and then educate them. So when they are well aware, then they feel good. Then they can address the problem now. If not, all along they walk like, damn, man. You know, sometimes they got dry scalp, then their shirt all white, then they feel like, so when we educate them, sometimes oily scalp, too oily, the hair also can smell, you see. So what you need is to neutralize that level. So all of this information we need to be able to advise the clients.
So how do you neutralize like the oily? If it's
Like
too
so
much,
oily, right? So oily, we have a shampoo. So that shampoo already have ingredients that will help to balance out the oil. So let's say for our hair, we need oil. That oil helps us in our growth and stuff, you see. So if it's oily, it's normal. That's why it's nature. It's natural, you see. So the hair oil there and our face is the same. It's called the sebum, right? So that is normal, what we need in our life. So let's say to nourish our hair, we need that oil to be able to reach the end. So sometimes
not cooking oil, right?
No. Besawit, no. So sometimes if you use a strong shampoo, let's say, I don't mention brands lah, but of course sometimes they have wax, silicone coating and stuff, which is harsh. When you wash your hair, it's very clean, but actually washing away all the oil. So the natural oil is gone, bro. Whereas you need it. So that is where the dry scalp and everything comes in.
I also heard like like you only use shampoo like alternate days.
Okay, bro. This one we need to address the myths. Okay, by right, man, you need to be able to shampoo your hair every day. Okay, reason. Reason. Every day we go out, weather, hot, sweat, you run, you whatever your daily day-to-day activity. Then you go home just to rinse. You feel like alamak, not clean enough, right? So why they say don't shampoo often is because again of the ingredients inside, right? So can be too harsh. So they tell you to conditioner. The conditioner usually more applicable to women or men with longer hair. Reason being is that the oil cannot reach the end, right? So that's why you only condition the ends. So the oil need to travel, right? But travel halfway, alamak, not enough. Then you can put cooking oil. Then cannot reach, right?
But that's why people with longer hair usually got like the split ends and
This
everything.
is right. So that's why they have to have additional care on that. So for men, what you need is to have a proper shampoo.
And you also cannot use too much also. And
So
sometimes
when
people spam, then that's the part when
then
people say to
already the shampoo strong, right? Wow, they put like more is better. Wow, they put already. The hair normal look like after, right? The shampoo, right?
Is that why you're pumped?
So, but if you have the proper shampoo that suits you, you can use it every day, no problem. Morning and night, you need it.
Can see.
And then you want to sleep knowing that it's clean, right?
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
You don't want to just wash, then like, I'm still oily, this and that, then you go to sleep.
You feeling stressed also, then the next day worse.
Again, continue again. It's a cycle.
Okay.
So those are what is being shown in the internet lah. But what we need to know that we can do it every day, provided that you have a proper shampoo. So spend more to get quality.
So let's say, because you mentioned about how like diet also affects, right? Is it related to oily food? Like,
I
does
would say
affect-
it depends on individual, you see. So what I intake and what my intake and my output can differ from. Let's say I can eat oily food, then I can flush out. Then you might stay. So it differs from individual. So what you're eating, you must slowly eliminate.
I
But of
see.
course, that being said, oily food, this and that is best to
avoid.
moderate. I wouldn't say avoid. I wouldn't say cut totally.
We are
Just
humans
in
lah.
moderation. If not like, alamak, this one extremist or what? So yeah.
I suggest you all eat leaves only, bro.
Eat grass.
Drink water. That's it.
Correct. You see the cow, the sheep, they are doing well.
So the
Sorry, bro.
fluffy. But I think I want to add to your part when you said that about shampooing the idea every day or alternate days. Actually, what if there's a replacement for shampooing, which is like using like the mist spray, that kind? What's your
opinion?
your
My
opinion on that?
opinion, we keep it simple, bro. Because every time there is innovation.
Right.
So for me, an innovation to what is the basics. For example, if it's a shampoo, then a shampoo has to be a proper shampoo, right? So let's say what we need extra, it has to be able to complement, but not to complicate.
Right.
You see, if not too many things, right? Oh, don't use shampoo, then use mist, then that. Then end of the day, men become like women. After that, take this, then put this. Busy, bro. Busy. You see, so I would say that get a proper shampoo better. Have a better hair care routine instead, and make it simple. We men don't like. Now, for example, you have 3 items. 1 month you use 3. Next month suddenly become 2.5. Then become 2, become 1. You understand? Because then the other 2 become redundant already.
I see. So you also waste money lah.
Precisely, right?
Want to save lah. Yeah. Okay, I think back to your barber shop. So of course, you won't be doing your haircut barbering with your equipment. So do you mind like sharing like your favorite equipments, or like what the equipments
type
you're
of
using?
equipment you use.
What?
Every barber shop has water standard.
Yeah, every barber shop also have scissors.
What kind of scissors?
What kind of scissors?
So for me, if let's say my favorite Dyson hair dryer.
Oh yeah.
Not a vacuum,
Dyson vacuum faster. Because I need to vacuum, but now I need to hair dry. Okay, reason being is because of how it's being made, right? So and then for us, we try to keep at our best top-notch equipments, so it portrays the image of the shop as well. But even if you have the top-notch but not knowing what it does, how it does things, right, also no point. So for us, that the Dyson equipment really helps us in the way of styling, hair drying, quality. Fasten the process. So that one really helps us. So in terms of clipper, back to wall, which is the
legendary
OGs,
brand,
the
yeah.
OGs. So back to the OGs, and it performs, no different. So other than that, we use Babyliss is because of the moto design, Ferrari and stuff. So it's very strong. Yeah. So other than that, scissors we haven't reached the what is it, Japanese level yet. Budget not enough. Maybe I came after listening. Then next time he give the what is it, Hari Raya money with So now we are using more what is it from Europe. So it's a convex master. So it's still used by what is it, barbers from Scorum and stuff, because still of quality grade lah. So end of the day, why we choose quality again, because it makes our work easier. But again, you need to have or practice the skills to be able to use the equipment more effectively and more efficient.
Yeah. Actually, when you mention like one of your like equipments like from Europe, it's like is it you referring to your is it the scissors?
Convex
So what's
masters.
like the difference like the Europe scissors and like Japanese scissors? Is it like the sharpness or like
like Japanese have always been known of the quality of
craftsmanship,
craftsmanship, right? What they use, the metal and stuff. So of course it is built differently in that sense, you see, in terms of it being more ergonomic, you know, and then in terms of how it cut, the sharpness, and then also other than that, after everything else, ego booster.
client also ego booster. My hair got cut by Japanese.
My hair cut by $1,000 scissors, bro. Then you also cut, right?
After every cut, you got do the stone slap and then you wet the scissors, then you have to sharpen.
By then you do that, right? The longevity of the scissors won't last long. After that, end of the month, my scissors are either cracked or become too thin.
You know the Japanese, the katana, they put the powder. But this one for the scissors.
Bro, but their katana very thick, bro.
Scissors very thick.
I spent 1K just to learn it.
Next time you buy katana kat.
Some use chainsaw. Instagram, alamak, real man. I see also scary.
Yeah, but in your during your journey of cutting hair, what is it? What was that particular hairstyle you think that is like in your opinion is hard to master?
Again, like I say, all the haircut are hard to master. But for me, personally, longer hair type. Reason being is that less practice. Less practice. So we need to buy mannequins and practice. Because in Singapore, so not many people's hair are long. So want to practice, not much. But again, like I say, all hairstyle is hard to master because you need a certain discipline, certain amount of practice, and then depends also how fast you can master it, right? But of course they say you need 10,000 hours to be good at something, right?
Standard lah, 10,000.
So always chase after that lah.
So now how many hours really?
I'm not sure, bro. Lost track.
I'll check the Steam account. 1,000 hours.
So the counter dia.
Every time mana betul. So but then if you kacau, you type more. I really sure.
Terus ego boost.
Okay, so following up to hairstyle, so like currently what's the most common hairstyle actually clients ask?
Okay, common hairstyle.
Can we guess before?
You guess.
Afro no lah.
Side part confirm.
Side part.
Very easy.
Slope.
Slope standard.
Mid fade.
I think fades are the most popular, isn't it?
Crop fade lah.
Crop
The
fade.
short one.
Correct.
So someone got asked before fade from here or not?
I don't have, bro. But can be done lah.
Maybe I keep it there.
But I mean like currently like in bespoke
What's the most common? So most common like mention lah, side part, modern quiff, French crop, Caesar crop. Caesar crop slightly longer. French crop more like
me,
correct.
From last time.
So these are the most common lah.
Do you guys have like a signature style? There's no such thing as signature style for a shop, right? For a barber shop.
Depends on the barber shop.
Depends, correct. But some barber shop they want to have like a signature style. It's good strategy as well. But for me, I believe that everyone is an individual of his own, so they are unique. So I always tell my team together that be yourself. So then that means when you be yourself, everyone has their own strength.
Right.
You attract more people, bro.
Can see from their 300 plus Google reviews, all 5 stars.
Yeah. Yup.
All 300 is Hakim lah.
300 email account.
Yeah, because okay. So earlier you mentioned that like each person, if let's say they are asking for the same hairstyle, but due to the hair growth, is it can turn out the outcome will be different. And so so this one I want to ask also. This one also pertaining to like the head shape. So does head shape affects how a certain hairstyle will look?
Okay, head shape of course affects as well lah. It matters lah. For example, someone who have maybe like a heart shape face, so that means their forehead is bigger, right? What this one Dragon Ball? Okay, lucky I know, man. Right, like heart shape So that means their forehead is bigger. So what you can do is probably like him maybe a shorter version, so you don't enhance the forehead, right? There's someone who has probably a rounder face shape, so you don't want it to look too round also. Too round, right? Then you enhance a bit, you go straight up, so that means you will elongate the face. Right. So there, of course. Then for example, those who have a more chiseled jaw, then you don't want the hair to be too pomped. Maybe not too high, not too low. Then you can enhance the chiseled jaw. It's a feature that has to be enhanced, right? Then it's nice. So probably those who have oval face shape, they can carry more. They have more style to play around with. But again, that being said, we also need to analyze the hair density, the hair texture, the growth pattern. Let's say already balding, this and that. Then we have to make do with what is left, you see, or what is there that we can. And then we also sometimes clients show the picture. I want this. We look at on how. Right. Then we need to tell them a reason why can be achieved or why cannot. And then at the end of the day also, they show, right? We can tell them, if let's say it's achievable, we tell them it's okay, what we can do for you is something similar, but cannot be the same. That's why it's called bespoke, right? It's catered to every individual. Because some of them, no, I want exactly. I say, bro, exactly is a bit tough. Because the person hair, your hair differ, your face also already, the shape all differ, right? What I can give you is similar. Then we manage the expectation from the start. If we then manage from the end, they say, why not the same? You also, jaw drop.
If I come then say I want this one, then you say alamak David Beckham.
Imagine you and David Beckham, you two side by side. How to tell you, bro?
Sorry, Azim.
I David Bangkai.
No, but end of the day, everyone is unique on their own, right? So we enhance them based on their own individuality. Then from there also, you boost them because. That being said, not every client comes in very confident. But what we need to do is to make them live confident. That is the challenge, you see. Some can come in very negative. I've gone here, gone there, this and that. I won't put in a way that hairdresser or barber, they are good or no good. For me, everyone on their own. Reason being is what? No, everyone has their own interpretation of how the haircut should be done. It's art, right? Right. So that person think that this is nice, but this client thought that wow, this don't suit me. But the one who cut the hair says it's nice. To them it's nice. So this is the misconception. You see? So even when a client comes in say, oh, I went to barber shop A or salon A and screw up my hair.
Okay, then you drink water first. It's okay.
Relax first. Take cold towel. Alright. That's it lah. Bagi makan. Then just talk lah. Then talk bro. Relax lah. Makan tu.
Become therapy session.
But then we will tell them lah. Like actually, I don't think it really screw up your hair lah. It's only that their own interpretation only. So we don't bring people down. We only bring people up.
That could be a slogan right there, man.
Sorry?
That could be a slogan.
Right. Because you don't need to make another person look good to make you look good. To look bad, right? To make you look good. Why we do that? So it's just that our main concern is to make the client now feel and look good. That is the main concern. So that is how we address all these kind of situation.
Okay, so for my question, right, I'm going to change it a little bit because you guys can't see it, but behind the camera there is like some lighting equipment and a screen, right?
Yeah.
So actually, because I've watched this YouTuber called Jeff Witek, who invites people and like interviews them while he's cutting their hair. So maybe what I'm saying, like maybe you can have a TikTok if you're thinking about it. Yeah, have a TikTok. They interview them, like all the xiao mei mei, all the xiao boy boy, all come here, right? They do all the sheesh, all the. I tell you, sure blow my. Lawrence won't come here.
Then playing guitar, they cut his hair, you know.
Yeah. The James Wong also, the Purpose of My Heart thing. I tell you, your thing sure blow up, man.
bro.
Next thing you know, I cutting hair for Halima already. Now, see, do you have any ways, besides like Facebook page and everything, right? Do you have other methods to like promote like your brand?
Okay, so basically it's always a work in progress, right? We never know everyone or views from outside can come in, but what we need to do is take in and then we need to filter. Because along the way, there can be many ideas that comes by, right? So end of the day, like I didn't see this, man. So like other than Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, these are the main social platforms that we are already on.
For reference lah.
Yeah, for reference.
Research.
So but then moving forward again, TikTok is minimal because again, being a business owner who also cuts hair, then I manage a lot of the things on my own. Okay, so that's where it gets a bit challenging. But of course, in terms of ideology, I have a lot. But only thing that I lack is time. But of course, moving forward, I would like to have what I saw that needs to be done is that I need to have more content creation on my own. To attract more people from the outside. Also, like you say, I can have people coming in like a photo studio. Why I'm having that is that I want to tell people a haircut is not a haircut. Alright, because they need to change their mentality that it becomes a lifestyle. Okay, so when they come in, I'm be able to advise from many angles. That if you want to look good, feel good, right? It comes as a package. Not only the hair. Probably you need to have nice specs. Maybe you dress nicely. So it comes together. It's not something that like just a good haircut. That complements everything else about you. So I want to tell people that Bespoke Barbers and Co should be it is moving into the direction of being a lifestyle brand. Right. So again, like I say, my target audience is mainly more professionals and all. So my content has to be in line of that class. I need to figure out. It's a fine. I cannot be too
experimental.
Too childish lah.
Challenging, right? People stay away degrading, man. Right. But when we talk, right, funny, good idea. But when it's kind of thing come out, that is where I need to filter.
Ni a bit balance also lah.
Correct.
Because I don't understand that you target more the professional side.
Correct.
Yeah, because if
Young adults,
I can imagine like they see like alamak, this one like
like monkey, right? So like monkey, man.
You also lose clients also.
Precisely, right?
Scared,
Because when they come, right, they want to feel that they enhance themselves. So then I also need to maintain that image as a whole. So that's why the content we have in our mind like funny content, but we cannot execute it. I don't know how to integrate it. Right. This one cannot become too childish, so we have to cancel out. Then need to slowly think. Then usually when after finish cutting hair, too tired already. That's a challenge, but always good to have challenges. So but moving forward, good pointers that you brought up because I'm looking into having doing those kind of content to have more attraction. Because nowadays video content is the easiest to bring people in, right? Because people can tell whether you're faking it. People can tell how interesting, how what pulling factor is there from the video content itself. Yep.
Alright, then for the next two questions, I'm going to combine it.
Okay.
So it's like, what is your most humbling and also like the best part of your career?
So talking about my highlight of the career is actually having no experience of setting up a shop. Never thought of being a barber. I have always been in a sales line for 7 years. Yeah, so prior to this, I was a project specialist at Bang & Olufsen. My specialty is actually not sound, but because I was in the line, so I learned about it.
You pick up a lot of stuff.
Right. So why, if you want to see why the brand and everything, is because of my prior experience. You can tell. So I was in the luxury line.
Right.
So I mix with luxury brands, friends from other brands as well. So that, and also I have a good director who groomed me also. So that is where all the character and the brand comes out from lah. So in terms of that, the highlight is still that I have no experience. Then I come in. After 1 year, we are still here and still progressing. About almost 2 years already we are here, right? It's not a walk in the park. We came in knowing that many people are taking the second jab of COVID back then. Right? So we already forecasted that if we go in later, rental we go in higher. Right? Because once more people are getting more jab, right, slowly means they are opening up, right? So we anticipated that. So that's why we came in. Kali hit by the phase 2. So we already built our client. We are building lah, progressively building. For example lah, I've hit 100% example. Because of the phase 2, you go down 50% or lower. Then I need to build up again. Right. So I need to build up again. That is where it gets challenging. Then it becomes stagnant. Then after that, okay, then it gets better. Suddenly borders open. So those are the challenges that we face. Right. So but we don't show it right. But this is a sharing session, so I share. So this is how that, you know, we still can manage to be here. So that is the highlight of my career lah. Okay, other than that is that the services implemented, sometimes we feel a bit more reserved. Like alamak, how you think clients will accept or not? But actually they accepted the services, and you know, every time we ask for feedback. Till today we still asking for feedback. Therefore the Google reviews. Because the journey here, whatever services here implemented or whatever additional, is not only us. We got everybody involved. Be it positive, negative, we just take it. Right? And if it's something that within our means that we can address, we address.
Right.
Okay, so for the other question is the humbling moment, right? Humbling moment is actually having my friends from primary school, secondary school, polytechnic, from national service, from everywhere, bro, coming to support me here. That is the most humbling moment, because those friends I've never seen for many years also come. Suddenly they came here, you know, and then making new friends. And then having that connection, we even chat, WhatsApp, see? So that is the humbling moments, because for me is that without them we won't survive till today. This one is something that to humble me, the team, and also to keep us grounded. So we don't forget who we are, and we don't forget that because of all the friends who have supported, we are at where we are right now. That one we don't forget. So yeah,
Respect.
Yeah, man.
You all better come also.
Then lastly, like, who is your most like high profile customer to date?
Today. Basically, our clients they are more humble lah, bro.
No,
even no. Hakim also humble lah. Humble. I don't know he got a podcast, bro. He has a team of, you know, until I chance upon his profile, I like, okay, just click. Then after that, his link tree, is it? Then suddenly they put do not press or something. I said, this is marketing thing or what, right? Then I press. Then after I say, you got a podcast? Yeah, man. You see the face, right? I imagine already. I know how his face gonna be like actually, but I shy. Press. So yeah. But other than that, most of our clients are, not high profile lah. Even
The silat one, the one that won
probably
the
that one only
CD.
lah. But he also humble. You don't really. We have a what is it? SEA Game gold medalist 2 times. Our silat Iqbal Abdul Rahman. But he also very what is it? Low profile. So the client here are more grounded. So like you ask them, so what do you do? I just do this. You know, I am just a logistic. But you don't know, on maybe logistic
CEO,
director or whatever. They are just like that because
They downplay their
right.
profile.
they don't really tell lah. Although we come in very nicely, right? Like you don't know what you do, right? You don't tell us, alamak. Sometimes we try, right? Because you're making me intrigued, man. But after maybe try, we still fail lah. So,
Maybe you check the Instagram got do not press also.
not press. No, maybe just cannot find. Cannot find.
Okay. Okay, so aside from barbering, like what other passions do you have? Because like from your IG story, you've been like, from what Hakim says, you've been sharing like weight loss tips. Then like you are also a fan of like raw denim and expensive watches. Yeah, so like maybe you can share with our listeners also.
Okay, so for example, weight loss. Okay, weight loss actually came by after the thought that, you know, again like I say, look good. So look good comes as a package, right? So if you have a nice physique, nice hair, structure and everything, it complements. It's not something that I'm interested because of, you know, it complements and then I feel good as well. So again, to look good, to feel good. Right. So it addresses our not only our outlook but our mental health, our physical health lah, as in general. But other than that, because I was obese also, so when cutting hair, after a while it affects on my back. Very tired. Then I see, this one I need to do something already. Affect like struggle, really struggle. I see, alamak, I want to do this but struggling, then there's no fun in it. Then end up you think like, should I give up or what? You know? Then after that I look into the root because my theory on things is that if you have a problem, learn to find the root and address. You must accept and address what is the problem. Then I look at myself, if this is the case, then probably I know why. Because I do not exercise, I don't eat well, I eat all the junk food. Okay, then I start from there.
What do you do? Like, do you nowadays you also exercise regularly?
Correct, exercise. But the main thing, food. What goes in? That's very important. So, although saying that you eat less, can contribute to weight loss, but eating proper nutrition is also important. Then from there, again, like I say, you feel good, also you look better. So then also I paid for coach to learn because I thought I knew. I'm getting information off the internet, but I cannot reach anything.
There's always conflicting info.
Right. This one you are searching suddenly. This one give you another term, right? Then sometimes you look at video also same. This one will this person, then this one will cancel that. Headache, right? So then I decided I decided to engage a coach, which is one of our clients. Then after that, so after the session, I learned a lot. So the first start, I lost 10 kilos.
Wow. When was that? When was the first
last
time?
year.
Last year? Wow.
Last
You
year
got
I
a before after picture?
Every day on his IG
every
story.
day. Once in a while. Just to prove that, you know, it works. With the right knowledge and information, it works.
Nice.
So then, I think September till December last year, so it's about a 12 weeks program. So then, I lost about from 87 to 77.
Wow.
Then after a while, my habits came back again. So I gained about close to 5 kilos. Then after that, I decided, I want to change a bit of strategy. I tweak a bit here and there, having better food. Then I diet again for about 8 weeks. And so I've lost another 10 kilo.
Wow.
So now I'm at my lowest, about 71.8 kilo.
Wow.
Yeah, 87 to 71.8 kilo, still ongoing.
Wow.
Yeah, but again, like I say, you cannot exercise to lose. Because the input and output cannot tally on. Can never tally. So you need to control the input. So once you control the input, right, it becomes better and easier. Then you know. Then, for example, if you eat a chicken pao, say 200 calories, you eat 2. See, I only eat 2. Yeah, and it's not filling. But I can eat rice, chicken for 400 calories and I fill my tummy. You see, so that is the analogy. They say I think that I'm hungry, I eat a packet of biscuits, 100 over calories. Whereas I can eat papaya 300 gram, 400 calories. That kind of thing. So when we know, then we make better decisions.
You got a calorie counter, is it?
Calorie counter. So along the way, then I learn, then I know what's the staple for me. It works for me and I'm enjoying my food. So it's something that I enjoy doing now. So that is where I also believe that, again, why Bespoke has got to be a lifestyle brand is because that this falls in place. Okay, that is for the weight loss side lah. Because that is the concern. But that being said, I still have I like to eat.
Of course, I think everyone.
Ever since for me, I stopped smoking 2019. I stopped smoking once. I started smoking 14 years old. Then I stopped 2012. Then I picked up again 2014. Then I stopped again 2019. That is where after the stop, right, I gained 10 kilo like nobody business. 10 to 12 kilos.
It's something to fill up the
right,
gap.
fill up the gap. Then you like everything is all food.
Stress eating.
Correct. Then after a while, up and down lah. Say till today lah. So that is where. So other than that, my passion for raw denim again is because Japanese. Craftsmanship.
You got heard of Momotaro jeans?
Momotaro. I have my own personal collection of what denim, right? Yeah. So all of them, for me, I look at the history, how is it being made. And then you appreciate that, this is denim of what quality.
What's your most favorite part of how raw denim is made? Like, is it like the ink or the fabric?
I would say the fabric. The fabric, then the ink comes in. Then after that, you have the whole product with you. And then especially the details, bro. How they put in the details. How they even think of the design. Okay, how to put this.
The stitching, everything.
That is where the stitching, all that matters. Then it becomes something that intrigues me, like wow. So like people say this is jeans.
If you all watch the like YouTube videos of how those jeans are made, it's a mindfuck, honestly. You get shocked.
Then you like understand like okay, this is how jeans are being made.
It's not like the H&M, Uniqlo.
Because those are more machine made.
Fast fashion.
Fast fashion. So again, it costs more because again of the materials used, craftsmanship. So that is where the what is it? Passion comes in my hobby right? But the hobby I have to be controlled. If not, it goes on and on, cannot finish, right? Dangerous. Just like sneakers, right? You see sneakers or what, right?
Suddenly you gain 10 kilos of jeans.
10 kilos of jeans. Then my wife will tell me, this 10 kilo where to be put?
So can you cut down?
Can cut down, rubbish bin. That one risky, bro. That one very fun.
Use the kain lap.
Correct. No.
Become back table.
Become back.
Suddenly everything then go back, gone.
You eating at the table then sayang, how come the tablecloth like my jeans? That one neighbor gift.
Okay,
so the watches, right?
Watches.
So luxury watches again, when you look at video again, like you say, so you look at the journey, how is it being made? That one very interesting. You see the gears, all the gears, the springs and everything is so small just to make the watch work. So that part again, pulls me in, draws me like wow, this is splendid, man. How are they able to do that? You see? So that again, to be able to appreciate and afford is two different things. Because the affordability part is crazy. It's crazy, right? I can talk to people about watches, but they will ask, do you have? No. But I can talk because what I like. Then sometimes clients might see my you got so many watches. All my clients have watches, bro. Right? Then I appreciate them. I talk to them. Then again, I pull them in our conversation. Right? Then they feel like, wow, this guy know about me, right? Then I appreciate them. So that is where watches, and then also I feel that watch is a part of a man's jewelry. Right? We don't really wear bangle, we don't really wear necklace,
their own
but
expression.
like the watch is like, wow, that fella, or this is a G-Shock, what King, what is it? Right? King, right? It's like, wow, G-Shock King, man. Then somebody is like, right? Oh, G-Shock King.
It feels good.
Feels good, right? So that is men. So men, what specs? What kind of specs you use? Probably jeans, your shoes. These are the only things. Men seldom like, bro, what bangle you using? Funny, right? Like, hey, what bangle, bro? Then that one, what chain, man? Seldom what people ask. Not the things that people ask, your specs. Probably at least men ring, watches, shoes.
It's a bit more day to day
Precisely,
kind of.
right? And then that is just I would say a staple that what men should have.
What's your most expensive watch?
Rolex.
Root beer. I cannot say so much. For me, I have a Tudor for day to day. Tudor day to day because I feel that the watch is robust enough, and then it can take dings and dents, and then the history behind it, and then it's a sister company of Rolex, and then how the movement is being made, just value for money.
I see.
Have you ever because I know a friend who also collect watches, and I've seen like one time he actually went to this like meeting with other people who also appreciate watch.
Yep.
So it's interesting to see that people like a group of men come down, just display their watch, then talk about it. Imagine at a coffee shop.
That's why they say men with their toys. Men will seldom grow, right? Because we always have an interest that intrigues. Until today, there are still people who play wrestling cards, Pokemon cards, right? Still there, right? They can sit down, right? Then you at the other end, bloody hell, what Stone Cold you watching? Then the other side, wow, this is the best Charmander. You get what I mean? So, but again, like you say, because that's the interest. You don't care about whoever's watching. I'm in my zone.
It's your hobby, passion.
Right. I'm enjoying it.
No matter what their wife says also.
Precisely, right? Like, okay. Hey bro, how? My wife say cannot. After a while, bro, how have or not? Hey, you say your wife say cannot. You must find a way, right? Then how you want to do it? Probably I'll do trade in this, then I get it.
All the guys will give each other tips how to avoid that.
Because another part also, I like perfume.
Scent.
Right, but only thing that scent spray finish. But scent also, there's designer, there's niche. So sometimes we also can meet up, like, you know, you have a collection, I have a collection, then spray.
Coffee.
Then suddenly, oh, this one, wow, the Broxton very strong. Everyone's a connoisseur.
What's your favorite perfume?
I like perfumes from the Parfums di Mali House. So Leighton exclusive, Carlyle. Then let's say Initio. There's Oud for Greatness. There's what is it? Rehab. And then what other houses? Nishani. Nishani is from where? From Turkey, I think. So there's
a lot of them like the Middle Eastern for the niche brands.
There's Hachivat. So these are the houses that I like lah. But that being said, I don't discount the designers as well. They are of course equally as good lah. But again, what suits me might not suit the rest.
Correct.
But never finish. Every time I look at this, suddenly there's that. At the end of the day, what do? I close everything, bro. I close everything because when I see the price, not now.
Like when you see you got 10 bottles, you think maybe I need one more.
And after that, you justify yourself. But that one I use already half. Not even finishing. That one I use half or 3/4 can replace. Right. Can replace. Always the case. Now they are suddenly full. Then the one say how much? No lah, because that one finishing. Some this one never open. No, this one finishing. So the one that you need a trick, right? The one that you is more visibility, right? You use more of them, so you can see them going down.
Okay, so going back to Bespoke Barbers, like what's the next step for you guys? What do you guys plan to like do? Like the expansion maybe?
So probably for me in terms of expansion is a bit too early to say lah. But for now I don't see the expansion phase because QC is quite difficult to expand and also to have manpower like-minded individuals is also not easy. Because I'd say that having to be able to be here differentiates in the sense whereby your level of service, the way you talk, your choice of words, everything plays a part. Right? You cannot be like, hey bro, apa macam, that kind of say, how are you man? We need to be a certain level of expertise and professionalism. So it depends who are we talking to. Because once you become too laid back, some client feel like so we can't do that. So I still would say that I concentrate more on here, and along the way maybe introduce more services. Build a team here first. Build a team here first. Then like just now, like what Gordon say, having more content in terms of pictures, then more videos. I think that is a work in progress that I want to see. If I can boom this place, then I consider moving forward. But the step is always to be better and not stagnant and not complacent also. So where we are at, for me, is I'm grateful, content, but I can't be complacent. But that's why there's good, there's better, there's best, to always go further. Because I think all of us has a potential to always grow. Right, so
better than today.
Better than today, because you can be the best version of yourself. You don't need to compete with others, right? So I want to make the best out of the brand. The team is doing well, you see. So everyone has been molded together. Because not say I'm the owner, I don't learn from them. I also learn from them. They also guided me into and mold me as well. So it's a reciprocal thingy. So from there, then we can keep the team alive and then deliver to the clients. If not, it's quite difficult. But again, that is, I don't really have very ambitious goals. I'm taking one step at a time.
You all got because in Singapore there's a lot of barber shops. You all got do like the exchange program. You borrow one barber from that side, then their side passes here. Then
not really lah, but this time
learn from one another.
There is so like for the showroom barbers, the German barbers, so they get people from all over the world to learn from them.
But they are bigger scale market bigger scale. So for here, end of the day, because it's a bit hard. Like maybe US also they can do so. Singapore is a bit hard because everyone, we need to feed ourselves. You see, right? So end of the day, majority have commitments. So it's a bit challenging to be able to do so. But last year also we did have charity cards here. So we did invite also barbers from other shop to assist. But again, like I say, they all have commitments. So I cannot expect much. But why I offer is that to do good together. Then it's a community that we build. But again, like I say, moving forward, more of building a bespoke community. Be it you have a haircut here before once or whatever, is something that we can look out together and blend in.
But if they have this program, I know what to call the program.
What?
Bring your shaver. Because bring your toothbrush, this one bring your shaver or bring your scissors.
Now so many. Now they got a lot of bring your own. End of the day they say I bring what myself. Just why you bring myself.
Okay, so this is the last question, right? So any advice for people who might want to start a barbering career or like as you call it, a grooming consultant career?
So for me, in terms of every career aspects, everything has the essence is the same. So you need to have passion, right? You need to have you need to be hardworking. You need to know that results don't come in overnight. And this was where I learned the hardest thing. I almost gave up because I feel like I can't get it, man. And it's like I think that probably it's not cut out for me. So I spoke to some people so they were talking to me. They were telling me they've been through the same phase. So you cannot give up. You need to keep that fiery passion inside you to keep going. And then they need to be dedicated. You know, a lot of obstacles along the way. They will stumble and fall. But only thing is that can they get back up and move? That's the challenge. Like I say, I almost gave up.
Was that like during when you opened the shop?
Not here. The initial start, opening the shop was even it's another level.
Wow.
It's another level. So a lot of people is like, oh, okay, open the shop, it's going to be profitable, lead and that. Well, once you enter, it's a totally different ball game, bro. It's a totally different ball game. You're on your own, and the possibility is endless. You do not know what work. You do not know what is what. Everyone can come to you and say you should do this, but it just cannot work.
You think it work, but once you do it,
Correct, it's different because it might work in yours, but not what work in mine. Because people perceive brands differently. Right? People see Nike campaign versus Adidas campaign. They cannot tally. They cannot be the same. They can only be similar, but how they gonna push out the ads and everything is different. But again, for those who wants to start up, just don't be just don't give up halfway, because you can never realize your truest potential. And then I also believe in every career that you do, the essence of it is other than mastering the trade or whatever, right, is also character building. That one very important, because your character makes up everything. Because without the character, right, the way you do work also it differs.
It affects you,
right? It affects, right? Yeah. But if you build up your character to a certain level, then it's so much different. Then the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, right? The way how your choice of words are being spoken are all very different. And then if let's say the person is not you look at him not a professional, it's like, oh yeah, right, like they kanchong, right? But when at the situation where we kanchong, right, but we must manage, so we take pauses. Like, okay, that's a good question, but actually I'm thinking Gordon, that's a good question, man. Thinking, you look at me, it can be longer or I can okay. It's along the way that I learn, and then like I say, learn a lot from clients, and don't be afraid to learn and ask from everyone. Don't be afraid. I've been through a journey where people condemn me, call me stupid. Call me really. I cannot say but I thank them because they challenged me to that level. You imagine last time when I retook my O levels was I was 23 years old. 22, sorry. 22, then 23 I entered poly. So 22 years old. Then we did self-study, had some friends. They say, you stupid, I just teach you just now, man. This is the same thing, you cannot reapply. So, I in my heart like bloody hell, but I wanted it so much. I say, sorry bro, please teach me again. I say, never mind, teach me again. You want me to the thing about learning, even if you know, bring yourself to zero. Bring yourself to zero. Just bring humility. It's okay. Right? Even at the back, you fight yourself. Right? Your brain, your heart tell you, bloody hell, don't control, just show off. Tell him what you know. Never mind, just bring to zero. Because that is where you're more open. Then you being more receptive. Everything comes in better. Then you thought you knew. Suddenly, when you do that, there's something that can be addressed, can make you better. So that's why I say, never mind, teach me. It's okay. Even if I need to be on my knees to learn, I will do it. Because why? Learning is and knowledge is a power to everything.
Okay. Wow. A lot of knowledge and wise words.
So this is my point of view in life. That being said, I'm only 33 years old, but because I like to mix with those older than me, more matured. Because I know my maturity level. Time to time, we are men, we want to let loose. But when you mix with someone older, they keep you grounded, like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. But then now, what along the way I've learned to even ask why. Why I can't do this, why I can't do that. It's not only to justify, it's to be able to let people know reasons behind it. Not to justify or pacify, like you can't do this because this. I can't shop now because actually I have so many things at home. No, you need to have a logical explanation, then it gets easier. Right. So that is where I will keep myself grounded. I ask people. It's okay, even though I know, so I ask. Because during that conversation, right, you don't know, right? You suddenly you think you know, then don't know. Right? But because you think you know, then the person don't want to talk already. Then the don't know, you don't get. But because you act like you don't know, so during the phase of you think, this one I know, then I keep quiet. This one I know, keep quiet. Then don't know. Then you benefit more. Knowledge is free, bro. Get it from the right people. Right. Even you think it's the wrong people, it's okay. Because why? Everything is a learning lesson. Right. Your point of view, his point of view, my point of view might differ. But does it mean that I need to cancel you out? No. But I like to, especially you see your comments on Facebook, right? Then like teen boy 14 years old, group of 5 get caught for cannabis. Then you read the comments, right? You read a comment, what the law, this and that. What I like to do is read, analyze people chain of thought. Suddenly you read the common answers, suddenly got one come out. Right. This is a problem with modern day society. It's because of too much this and that. Example.
That's saying for that actually it's called echo chamber. Like people keep on repeating what other people say.
Because it's easier to follow, bro. That is where your brain follow suit. Then everyone becomes a common ground. Right. But suddenly when I read, right, I like to look out for someone who has a different opinion. And that hits a spot. Then I learn from that someone. That is how my learning is. Then I look, this fella, the thinking. Because when you, what you say, echo chamber. So when you look at all the echo chamber, right, you can fall into it. Right. But what you need to do is control, continue until you find that this is it. Then I learn from that. Then I change my mind again.
I look at the bigger picture.
Precisely. Right. Because actually everybody is smart, but because it's easier to follow. It's easier to have the same mentality because you don't want to be disagreed upon, right? Right. I don't like to be disagreed upon. I would rather be agreed with. Like, hey, Hakim, man, correct. It's true, bro. This is the best, man. Imagine say, Hakim, I think probably the better approach would be. Then this fella like, alamak, again. Although I put it nicely, right? Be it how nice also, the person will like, okay, I'm in the wrong. What?
No choice.
No choice. This is life. This is life. Yep.
I see. Okay, so we've heard all the stuff that he shared. I think it's an amazing journey to hear about. Like it's like the whole learning from scratch and everything, and then just jumping straight into starting a business. I think that's something very honorable, and I would say something very good to learn from. So thank you for sharing your experience. The whole journey, crazy.
At Bespoke Barbers and Co. Please follow them. And also his IG at No Muhammad, is it?
Nor.bbco.
Oh, no.bbco.
Correct.
That one also business account.
No lah, just my account. But giving if not so many accounts. Right, so just my personal and the bespoke account. So the personal one, don't mind whoever's following because we should be friend each other. Right. Some people like too private. This is my private. I don't want to share my private. Like, it's okay. I got nothing to hide anyways. I just manage the content well. That's all.
Okay, so once again, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much.
This is basically the end of the episode for today. So please give us a follow at our Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere.
Passionfruit SG. Passionfruit Podcast
SG. So like, share, and comment on Instagram. Post for this episode on what is your favorite hairstyle. I guess.
Or who's your favorite barber from Bespoke Barbers? It's clearly him.
You want to know more? Just
Come down.
Or WhatsApp them.
Or go to Fresha and find Bespoke Barbers and Co.
Or go to Bespoke Barbers and Co's Instagram. Just DM us. We will gladly assist you accordingly.
And drink water.
Hydrate yourself. Minimally about 3 liters a day.
And also tag us when you share so that we can repost it on our IG story as well.
That's right.
Yes, please do.
We have new episodes that are releasing every
Friday.
So please don't forget to please keep a lookout for them.
Thank God it's Friday so I can go down to Bespoke Barbers and Co, listen to this podcast and get my haircut.
Yeah. Reverse fade.
Yeah, front to back.
Thanks again for Audio Technica for endorsing us the mics and headphones. With that being said, we are the Passionfruit Podcast.
SG.
Signing out.
Bye bye.
Guys.